It's your man Alex, and in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys the all-around best self-haircut during quarantine. This includes the fade on the sides and back of my head, as well as cutting about 1 inch off the top of my head using hair cutting scissors. To start with the self-haircut, I'm going to be using my Wall Super Taper 2 clippers with no guard and the lever closed to put in my initial guideline around my head. I'm going up about 1 inch and then creating a slight downward angle as it reaches around my occipital ridge on the back of my head. Make sure your guidelines are as straight as possible to help make things easier when you begin fading in the hard lines. Do the exact same thing on the other side of your head using your clippers with no guard and the lever closed. Always double check your work and run the clippers through your head a few times before you move on to the next guideline. This will ensure you didn't miss any loose hairs or leave any hair patches. Now, using the number 1 guard with the lever closed, we're going to go up about 1 inch from our initial guideline. Make sure you keep the same exact distance from the initial guideline all around your head. You want your haircut to be even all around, so make sure you go up 1 inch on the right, back, and left side of your head from that initial guideline. Do the exact same thing on the other side of your head using the number 1 guard and the lever closed. If you guys need help understanding how I utilize my mirrors when cutting my hair, check out my self-haircut mirror setup with the fade video. I will leave the link to this video in the card section in the upper right corner. Using the number 2 guard with the lever closed, go up another 1 inch from our previous guideline with the number 1 guard. Again, the keys here are to really make sure, number 1, your lines are as perfectly straight as possible, and number 2, your lines are 1 inch apart from the previous guideline. Using 2 duck clips, I'm going to be separating the sides and top of my hair at my part line. This will ensure none of the hair on top of my head gets cut when using my clippers and thinning shears. Still, using the number 2 guard lever closed, we're going up 1 inch from our previous guideline on the other side of our head. I know those lines are looking real crispy, but we're not finished yet. Using your clippers with no guard and now the lever halfway open, we're going to be taking out the hard line from our initial guideline. Make sure you are flicking up and away from your head to get rid of the hard line. Do the exact same thing on the other side, using no guard with the lever halfway open, flick up and away to blend in that hard line. A good tip would be to use your other hand to pull down your skin and ear to really stretch out your skin. This will make going up your head with the clippers a lot smoother.
I love this, hon.
Do not go gentle into that good night.
Now, using the number 1 guard with the lever halfway open, flick up and away from your head to get rid of the next hard guideline. Keep using your mirrors and take it slow. A lot of you cutting your hair have probably never cut your own hair before, so make sure you take it slow, stay patient, and really focus on what you're doing. Do the exact same thing on the other side of your head, using the number 1 guard with the lever halfway open, flick up and away from your head to get rid of the next hard guideline. Using the number 2 guard with the lever halfway open, we're going to flick up and away to get rid of the final hard guideline. For some of you, this step may not matter. For example, if you do not want a lot of hair by your part line, you can just run the number 2 or number 3 guard all the way up into your part line to give yourself the undercut look. But for me, I always like to leave my hair longer by the part line to give my hair a smoother transition as it falls from the top to the sides of my head. Now, busting out my thinning shears and comb, I'm going to be blending in the hair by my part line as well as removing some of the bulk so my hair can have a more natural look. So a quick update for everyone on what's going on with my life. I've been working non-stop on a project for the past few weeks, and I plan on finishing this project sometime by the end of June. This project is really going to help every single one of you in so many ways. You'll be learning practical, hands-on information that has taken me over 10 years to build up and condense into a powerful educational platform. You guys will be able to call yourself a self-haircut expert and start saving hundreds of dollars every year and potentially making hundreds of dollars every year cutting your own hair, cutting your friend's hair, and your family's hair. So I'm really excited to share this project with all of you, and I will keep you updated on its progress as the weeks go on. Boy, we're looking crispier than crisp. So right now, I'm going to be completely wetting my hair on top of my head and then wring out the excess water using my hands and a paper towel. If you guys haven't seen my original self-haircut video, it's got about 6.4 million views on it, and this was the last time I cut more than 1 inch off the top of my head. I'll leave this video linked in the card section above, but just like in that video, I'm going to be creating a middle part down my head to work on what I call the perimeter guideline. If you cannot do this properly, you will completely jack up your hair, but remember, that's why I'm here to help you not make that mistake. Always cut your hair on a 45-degree angle so your hair is longer in the front and shorter in the back. Like I just mentioned, I'm cutting about 1 inch off the top, so I'm doing the same thing with the perimeter guideline. Now, using my perimeter guideline, I'm going to start on the back left corner of my head and then work my way over using the same guideline to the right side of my head. Using the perimeter guideline to create a new guideline in the middle of your head, and make sure when you're cutting your hair cut straight across to make all of the hair completely even. Then once you finish the back of your hair, work your way to the middle and the front of your head using the existing perimeter guideline in their given sections. If you guys like this video so far, make sure you follow me on Instagram at Alex Kouras. I post a lot of funny behind the scenes and I always do my best to answer any questions you may have for me about your hair and your self haircut.
I love this.
As you can see, I'm running my hands through my hair, double checking my work to make sure every section is even and has that nice graduation from short in the back to longer in the front. Boy, you already know what I'm about to say. My hair is looking super fresh and that fade is barber status. But I want to finish this haircut off with a nice style and I will be using my quicksand and gravity paste from Hans de Foucault, taking about a pea-sized amount of each, rub the product into your hands to really emulsify and heat it up, then start running the product all around your head. Don't be afraid to smack yourself around and get the product into the roots of your hair.
Han made this. Instinct.
Wow. So here's the before and after of my haircut. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys cut your hair just like I did here. I can't wait to share with you guys my project that's coming real soon. And if you guys like it, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe button down below. I appreciate it so much. But thank you all so much for watching, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.